In this video, we're going to continue on the worksheet from the previous video, but we're going to work numbers 4 and 5, which are slightly different than numbers 1, 2, and 3. And the reason is because they're asking you to find something a little different. So if we look at number 4, it says find the principal needed to generate a balance of $4,000 in 5 years. If it is deposited into an account that pays 6% annual interest that is compounded monthly, round to the nearest cent. So in number 4, they're asking you to find something a little bit different, like I said. They're asking you to find how much we have to deposit now so that in 5 years we'll have $4,000. Now, we are still going to use the same formula that we used in numbers 1, 2, and 3. So in other words, it's still this formula here. We're trying to figure out how much we have to deposit right now in a one-time deposit so that it will grow in the future. So basically, we're trying to find P instead of A. Now, the book talks about a companion formula, and what they do to find that companion formula is they solve this formula for P by dividing by everything after the P. But that confuses a lot of students. I've found what helps more than anything is to think about it like this. When you're asked to find the amount, you take the amount that you're given and multiply it times what's in the parentheses raised to the exponent. When asked to find the principal, you take the amount that you want in so many years, and instead of multiplying, you divide it by all of this in the parentheses raised to the exponent. So let's look and see what that looks like. So for number 4, I'm going to go over here and work number 4. In this case, we have A is equal to 4,000, not P. All right? Because P is what we're asked to find. N is going to be, because it's, and that's, sorry, it's a typo, compounded monthly, N is 12. Our APR is 6%, so that's going to be 0.06, and T is equal to 5 years. And I think on the formula sheet, T is referred to as Y, so I apologize for any confusion. So if we put that into our formula, A is equal to P times 1 plus the APR over N raised to the N times Y. Instead of putting the 4,000 here, we put the 4,000 on the other side. All right, so we have 4,000 is equal to P times 1 plus 0.06 over 12 raised to the 12 times 5. So what that means in your calculator is instead of doing 4,000 times all of this, we're going to do 4,000 divided by all of this. So P is actually equal to 4,000 divided by all of that. And that is the steps to how to enter this in your calculator is listed on your scientific calculator guide found in Moodle in Module 4, or in the week that we're doing Module 4. So it's this second part. So it says use the following formula to find present value, one-time deposit, or P, required in order to meet a future goal. So using this formula, you're going to plug in your values like we said. simplify the exponent just like we did in the other formula. So we're going to do APR divided by N, hit enter, then add 1, hit enter, then raise it to the exponent. You remember you have to figure out which exponent key you have on your calculator. And then I think if you're doing this using the order of operations by hand, the easiest thing to do is write down that decimal as many decimal places as you see in the screen, because one little deletion of a decimal can cause your answer to be off. And then in your calculator, here's the big difference. Instead of multiplying that value times P, we're going to do A divided by that long decimal. All right. Now, if you have a calculator in which the parentheses work, then you can actually enter it just as I have written it here using all these parentheses. Now, the parentheses are key. If you don't enter the parentheses correctly, it won't give you the right answer. So again, I suggest you enter this into your calculator. Don't rely on me for the answer. Make sure you can get the same answer I'm getting in your calculator when you hit the buttons. So it's going to be 4,000 divided by all of that. So remember, this fraction bar means divide instead of multiply. And you should get $2,965.49. Okay, number 5 is done just like number 4. So in this case, again, it's asking you for the principal. So you really need to pay attention to whether it's asking you to find the principal, which is how much you deposit now, or if it's asking you to find what you'll have in the future. All right. So in this case, find the principal needed to generate a balance of $1,000 in 2 years if it's deposited into an account that pays 15% interest, and this is a compounding cycle we haven't seen before, quarterly. And that compounding quarterly means 4 times per year. So in this case, we have, remember, the $1,000 goes over here on the left, and we put a P in because that's what we're trying to find. 1 plus, now 15% written as a decimal, is 0.15. Because remember, we take that decimal, it's understood to be at the end. You move it 2 places to the left, and that's what gives it 0.15. This time we're dividing by 4 because we are compounding quarterly. Sorry, my pen's not working. So we're going to put that over 4, and we're going to raise it to the 4 times 2 because that'll be in 2 years. So that's 1,000 is equal to P times 1 plus 0.15 over 4. Raised to the 8. My pen's going crazy, sorry guys. So to get P, remember you're going to do 1,000 divided by, this time, all of that. And I got $744.90. All right, so that does it for the examples on compound interest. Remember again, if you're having trouble, please reach out to your instructor during their student hours, or you can access NetTutor through your Moodle shell. Good luck!